Got to do my intro here. Apple Valley Community Garden. Got a little update for YouTube. We've changed the irrigation system. We had drip tape. Went to drilled PVC pipe. And you see over here wasn't watering evenly, so we've gone to this other drip pipe, drip tape kind of thing that's thicker, more durable, better for the UV. You can actually bury it like 4 inches or so. Water's about 9 inches each direction, so you got an 18-inch gap. It's going to cover that whole thing. And normally we have the 20 beds. Normally on one bank we're doing 10 beds, 10 beds. Right now as a test we have all 20 beds on. So do a little flyover here. Right now all 20 beds are watering, and the valves on the ends that control individual pressures, those are not cranked all the way on. But these things are watering full length. That's what we struggled with before, is we'd get water on part of it, but not the full length of it here. They are watering full length, all 20 beds, which they are not going to run like that. The timers are set for 10 beds and then 10 beds, but these things are watering great. Watering great. Got some local farmers here, the Spendloves, that one of our members, Sid, gave him a call and asking, hey, got anything, any tips for us, anything that we might be able to try as an experiment? And he had some of this. And he said, come get it, throw it in there, see how it goes. We did one bed and it was working great. So we thought, hey, let's just do the whole thing. It can't get any worse really than what was going on. So we hooked them all up, got all 20, and it'll definitely, I think, be better, more for sure uniform flow when we cut it down to just doing the 10s. You can't even see, in this one's full of kale. But those 10 beds, and then on this side, these are all on and watering too. But for a while here, we had members that were down here just watering by hand. Yeah, like Stephanie, Linda, Carol, gosh, I don't know, Eileen. There were a number of people that were, helping water down here by hand, but it's just too big a job. That's a lot to water. These are all about 50-55 feet internally, these beds. We were fully automated at the start, but the drip tape just didn't last in the UV rays here in southern Utah. And then if you're going in there harvesting, you end up with some cutters clipping some stuff, and that tape was just not durable. This stuff's much more durable, and as long as we get the flow we need. We got to figure out our timing now as to if we're getting a gallon per hour or what, and we'll regulate that. You can see the moisture is easier to see in these beds that don't have anything planted, but this hasn't been on very long. It's only been on 10 minutes maybe, and you see moisture in here. That one had a little top water before. Maybe this is a better example here, but you can see it's all even down that row. And I did an experiment one here, and that, I haven't measured that row, it's well of 100 feet, and I just hooked it to a garden hose and it watered that whole strip down there. So we're going to convert all that to the same type of drip tube system. So, well, I hope you found that informative little update. I don't know if I'd call it entertaining, but it's an update anyway. So I'll turn you back around. Garden's much better to look at than I am. And all right, close with a little 180 pan back and forth here. So yeah, plants are gonna be happy. Happy, happy, happy. All right, everybody, that's it. Have a blessed day. Well, as usual, I couldn't do a one-take video because something else came up. So we had one line, let me back this out a little, had one line down here off of the hydrant, and it was running full length. I think I might have showed that in the test. It was running all the way down there, but we thought, well, we only planted so far, let's run it down and back. It's coming uphill. Weren't sure if it'd push the pressure up, but it's watering great. And that's at the same time as all the beds were on. They were all running. And like I said, the most we're doing is 10 beds at a time, and then these down here will be on separate timers. So we're looking really, really good. So some days we win. Bye now.